we've got a pretty busy agenda today, so I suggest we get started. Now, the first item is the adoption of this morning's agenda. Mrs. Andreasen has asked for the floor. Go ahead, madam.
Thank you, Chair. I would like to ask you that you add to the agenda of this meeting a discussion on my nomination as first Vice President to this committee in regards of comments made by Mr. Jens GEIER, which were untrue and damaging, and also influenced the vote on my nomination. Thank you.
Yes, Mrs. Andreasen has proposed altering the agenda. I'll allow the groups to take the floor on this. First of all, Mrs. GRÄSSLE. Mrs. Andreasen, and I don't want to intervene in the discussion between yourself and Mr. GEIER. I don't think it's particularly fruitful to engage in discussions, and I would suggest you refrain from this. I really don't think it's a good idea to put this on the agenda.
Gibt's weitere Wortmeldungen dazu?
Mr. GEIER. In the coordinators meeting, I already expressed my position on this. And now I am accused of using wrongful facts, incorrect facts. I probably did. That's I can be a bit hot-headed sometimes. I apologize. I can recall that of the groups expressed a view that they would support your candidacy. But the groups also said that the HONT rule would take priority over this. I don't know if Mrs. GRÄSSLE had any influence on this. I don't know. It's up to you to reply on that one, Inge.
Ja, gibt es weitere Wortmeldungen?
And any further requests for Mr. Mulder?
I'm always willing to discuss everything, but I do not see what the result this extra discussion could give. We have had a secret vote, and the outcome of the vote was as it is, rightly or wrongly. And I think if there is anything wrong in the procedure, which I do not see, then there can be a complaint about that, but I do not think we can reverse a vote.
Is there any other political group who wants to take the floor? Please, Mr. Hartong.
Dank u wel, voorzitter. Wat mij verbaast.
Thank you, Chairman. Well, I've been given a voting slip, so I presume we're going to vote, so I don't really understand. I'm a bit confused.
Also, Kollege Hartong, soweit ich...
Mr. Hartong, you were not entitled to vote because the group was already represented. Now, at the vote that's coming up now, a check will be taken to ensure that only those entitled to vote do vote. There were colleagues that have been allocated as tellers to ensure that procedures are respected. I have no further requests for the floor. So I suggest we vote on Mrs. Andreasen's proposal, that is to add this point to the agenda. Those in favour of Mrs. Andrea's proposal, please show. Can we take an open vote by show of hands? Is that acceptable?
Please. So, vote is open. Okay. So, also von Non-Inscrit kann nur eine Person stimmen.
Only one non-attached member may vote.
Die Abstimmung ist offen.
The vote is open.
Vote is open. Everybody voted. I close the vote. Okay. So that's the result. So it was 17 people voted and 15 against, 1 in favor and 1 abstention. So we don't change the agenda. Okay, dann können wir die Agenda so wie jetzt vorliegen. Gibt es weitere Änderungen zur Tagesordnung?